was born in 1948 right here in Olive Hill, Kentucky. And so my memories go back quite a few years. And the sad part is that I remember a much more vibrant community than we have today. With the closing of the brickyard, which was the main economic factor in the town, it seems like everything went down after that, and just fewer jobs and fewer people, a lot less money that was available to the people, so less stores. But the great memories was when we had a very vibrant town, and there was about anything that you could imagine that if you needed something, you certainly didn't need to leave Olive Hill. So it's a wonderful community, friendly people. Everyone was community-minded. It was a safe place. I could walk from what we call Woodside, where I was born, to this hill, which took maybe about 15 minutes, but maybe at 9 or 10 o'clock at night with a friend, and never had any apprehension about being afraid of anything that might happen to us. I think there's more fear than there was like when I was growing up. There's that fear. Once the dark comes, you don't want to be downtown, and that's a very sad thing.
Well, I was born in 1950, so I was lucky enough that I got to span 2 10-year periods that were the golden age of Olive Hill. I think Olive Hill has actually 2 histories. It has a pre-1900 history where Olive Hill was located actually on a hill, where our current McDonald's and those areas are at is where the old Olive Hill used to be located. And then after 1900, the railroad came through Olive Hill. And when the railroad came through Olive Hill, the businesses and the community itself moved off of the hill down into the valley where the railroad was at, because that's where the money was at. So the railroad caused things such as timber industry to become very popular, and in the early parts of the 1900s, we had a boom. And in the 40s and the 50s, the brickyards became the major industries, and the brick plants were producing 80 to 90% of all the fire brick. That's the type of brick that we made. It was bricks that was used in blast furnaces, and the blast furnaces started peaking because people started making automobiles. So when they started doing that, we had another boom.
We at one time had so much to be proud of as far as just the beauty of the community, and the community itself as being progressive, and we were known as the world's largest fire brick manufacturer in the world. So that brought a lot of attention to our community, and it's a beautiful community and still is. But the pride is not like it was then, because there's not as much to be proud of. You know, as far as the aesthetics of what our town looks like, and the appealingness of the town, it's just not there. And that's something that I think can be improved on if the right decisions were made.
The kids, to find good jobs, and to find jobs that are more than just a manual laborer or working for the city or doing something small, they either do one of 2 things. They become commuter workers, where they will live in Olive Hill and drive all the way to Winchester or Lexington, or if they want to work in the medical field, they have to drive to Moorhead or to Ashland, where there's a hospital. And it's caused a brain drain in our community. Not saying that only people that are left here are not smart. They're smart, but the ones that really want to make something, and the ones that have a lot of incentive, and the ones that want to really, that are your gung-ho people that would build communities, Louisville has them now, or Lexington has them, or Nicholasville has them, or these are things that's happened to our community. That's That's the biggest difference that I see in Olive Hill then and now. We don't have anybody that is, a lot of the kids just don't want to stay here. When they graduate from high school, they're gone. We no longer have them. And without those people, our generation, we work to make Olive Hill good. But we have to have somebody following us down the line to keep Olive Hill great.
I think as long as we hold that pride within ourselves to want to be a community, I think there's hope for us.